Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and that's the way it's supposed to work. So I have quit using Restream, so you can no longer watch me on Facebook and Twitch. So exclusively went to YouTube, and StreamYard will set up for YouTube. I think it's capable of doing more than one now. They have changed it, so I'm going to have to go back and read on that and see if actually I can get one. Like I'd like to get Facebook back, where the show goes on my Simply Wooden Creations channel on Facebook. So we'll see if it can do multiples, and if not, no big deal. I started on YouTube. I'll end on YouTube. It looks like so. But I was telling the guys earlier, and I want to get some feedback from y'all out in the chat if y'all ever heard of this problem or had this problem before. But a few months ago, it's been several months ago, I was working on my house, and I pulled a piece of siding off, and there was some mold behind, and apparently it got in my eyes, and I ended up getting an infection. Well, the doctor said it was basically conjunctivitis, which is pink eye, and they gave me some antibiotic drops to take, and I took them, and it cleared up. But they say it won't do it, but it changed my eyesight. I used to be able to sit at my main computer that I use every day, and I got like 42-inch monitors, and I could read the monitors without glasses. But now I have to have glasses ever since I got that conjunctivitis. So they say it's not supposed to bother your eyes or hurt your eyes. I disagree, because ever since I had that, my eyes changed. And I get glasses about every 2 to 3 years. So between pairs, it was 6 years, and I had 2 sets of glasses. And even the doctor was remarked that my eyes hadn't changed hardly any in 6 years. So the conjunctivitis comes along, and boom, I can't hardly see. So has anybody heard of anything like that?
Henry Scrosaw says,
yeah. Yes, I've heard of this, and the local plumber went blind from it. Whoa.
Wow.
Well, if you read on the internet, and I talked to my doctor a couple of times, he said no, that if you let it go and go and go, yes, it can harm your eyes. But as soon as you get it, I got it, and within 48 hours, I'm at the doctor's office getting the drops and putting them in my eyes. So they say as long as you get the drops and put them in your eyes and get it cleared up, that it doesn't harm your eyes. But I disagree. My doctor's told me that twice, and I'm like, well, you can say all you want to, but I can tell a difference since I got it. Even in the mornings, when I used to get up in the mornings, now I'm having a hard time seeing when I first wake up. It takes me a few minutes to get my eyes going to be able to get out of bed. And
did you open your eyes, John? Don?
Sorry,
I screwed that up totally up.
Yes, I opened my eyes.
That's Russ, you're Al. Remember that.
Yeah.
I was sitting there sending a message to John, and I had that name in my mind. I apologize for interrupting.
I have glasses. He said, Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Sign says, Russ, they make glasses for computer. I have them. That's what these are. These are for computer. And I have another pair that's for the shop that is a little bit more magnified. So when I'm working on like a drawing or making pencil marks for measurements and stuff, I can see them better. But no, so I have computer glasses, but it's it's my point being is I didn't have to wear them before.
Right.
Now I'm having to wear them. Now, when I came to the show, I had to wear them because this is the computer in front of me is a laptop, so it has a much smaller screen. And then I've got a 22 inch or whatever. I got a monitor above it, which I can see that fairly good. But now I have to wear my glasses on the big 42-inch screens. And I shouldn't have to wear them because I didn't have before. So,
yeah, I got to do that for everything. Well, not everything, but anyway.
Yeah, depending on how long it may have been developing, it may have been a mild case. Well, I know the day that I got the mold in my eyes because I pulled the siding off and had mold on the back of it, and I immediately tossed it and fixed everything I needed to fix and put a brand new piece of siding. I had to go Home Depot and get a new piece of siding. So within 24 hours, well, I take that back. Within 12 hours, the next morning when I woke up, I told my wife there was something wrong with my eyes. And by that afternoon, it was really starting to bother me. So the next morning I called and told my doctor, if you can't take me in today, I'm going to the walk-in clinic. And they said, no, we'll work you in. Come on. And that's when so within 48 hours of me having the initial symptoms, I was at a doctor and had a prescription and started putting my eye drops in. I had to take them. The first 24 hours, I had to have drops in my eyes every hour.
Wow.
You're talking about a pain in the butt that first day. Yeah,
Sounds
every hour.
Pain in the eye.
Yeah, pain in the eye. Pain in the eye. Anyway, I just thought that it was amazing that everybody keeps telling me that conjunctivitis don't really harm your eyes, not unless I think it must be for kids. You know how when kids go to school, they get pink eye? Maybe it doesn't bother their eyes, but it dang sure bothered mine. I guess as you get old, it has a different effect on you. All right, so we have handcrafted wood, Henry Scroll Saw work, Berlin Game Hall, Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Moon, hi Chris, and Amy Woodworking.
Russ, I'm having some issues hearing you.
Hearing me?
Yeah, now okay. So maybe it's the microphone you were talking to.
Over to
It comes and goes, Russ. Your mic's cutting in and out.
really.
Yeah.
Unless you were just playing, it was just. I mean,
Yeah, it was like you
Yeah,
won.
Russ, you fooled us all, Russ.
No, I'm not playing. Is it still doing
okay. Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay.
Earlier wasn't.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm not playing. I was trying to read who was always in the JJEs out there. Michelle Marcoux. I also saw Aussie Man. He's out there.
Oi, mate.
Oi, mate. Henry's Scroll Saw work.
Sorry, Aussie Man.
But anyway, they're all out there. Chris Nealon's out there.
Hey, have you heard how James Parker's doing?
I sent him a message on Facebook, private messaged him on Facebook and asked him how he was doing. I haven't seen him in the chat in a while, so
Yeah, I haven't either. I've looked for him too.
yeah. So I sent him a direct message or private message, how you want to put it, on Facebook, asking him how he was doing. So let me check right now and see if he's responded back to that. I sent it to him this morning, and as of now, he's seen it. Seen by James Parker at 6:29 p.m.
Jimbo.
So he saw it.
Hey, he put a project up at 6 hours ago. Nice little
Yeah,
airplane.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been putting projects up, but a lot of them, if you'll notice, he'll say it's something that he's already done. I haven't seen him post a new project in a little while.
I'm going to
Or at
leave a
least-
message. We miss you. We miss
In the chat?
you, Jimbo. No, on his Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Yeah,
Send
yeah,
it
yeah.
to him on their Facebook
Yeah,
page.
exactly.
We
I
mentioned in
just
the
sent him a
chat.
message. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I'd like to see how he's doing. All right, let me get over to contest at
Simply Wooden Creation.
simplycreations.com.
Russ.
And let me verify it's you. Google says. Oh, come on. Got to log in. Give me a second. I have to log into my stupid password authenticator.
Yeah, that's good though, Russ. It really is.
Yeah, if I change computers for some reason, it makes me log in. It's on both It's on all my computers, even my phone.
Right. I mean, it's imperative. I lost my Facebook because they got into my email because it wasn't two-factor authenticated anyway, and got back into Facebook and destroyed my Facebook of 10 years. Had to restart.
Really?
But it's now, well, as secure as it can be until quantum computing comes around, and a quantum computer can take in no time at all decrypt the stuff that would take, I don't know, years to do on our regular technology, or even more probably.
Oh, Chris,
Yeah,
guess what? Your pictures came through this time.
because I went right from the computer. I didn't try from the phone this time.
Ah, well, it's working. They came through. I got pictures from as of this moment, and there's still time to the end of the show. I got pictures from Heirloom Game Calls, Chris Ahern, and Leonard Davis.
So
There's still
you
time
did
during the.
you
What?
did. I'm sorry, Russ. Go ahead. My apologies.
So if there's still time during the show for you to send pictures, because I'll keep checking the contest at simplywoodencreations.com account, and if you got some pictures, you don't have to be something that you recently made. Pick something that you really liked that you made and send the pictures to me. So if you haven't made a project in a few weeks, that's fine. Just pick something you really like that you've made before. Matter of fact, I did that exact same thing. I got something that I'm going to show tonight that I made probably 5 years ago for my daughter. So I'm going to show pictures of that. I think it turned out good, and I wanted to show it. Yes, Al.
I'm sorry. So you did receive 2 items from Heirloom Designs, right?
Heirloom Game Calls actually there's 4 pictures in 2 different emails. One email has 1 picture, and one email has 3 pictures.
Yeah. Is one of them an eagle?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet. I'm not going to open them until.
Well, I'm just going to let you show them then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just show them. Hey, Chris sent me some. Do you have anything, Al or Paul, y'all want to send me that y'all made that you really like?
I'll send you an email here. Working on that, sir.
Hello, Paul. Michelle Marcoux said hello, Paul, Al, Chris, Donna,
Bonsoir.
Lynn, and all of you, the gang.
Buenas noches a todos. Okay.
So, Al, Leonard said, Al, I've been trying to get my old account back on Facebook. The pics are more important than anything.
Right. And I have the pictures elsewhere, but yeah, it's that timeline. And again, pictures are in a timeline in Google or wherever they're at.
Well, here's what's
I agree.
going on that people are telling that I've found out about. you're not. Sometimes your account is not being hacked. Sometimes they just duplicate your account.
Yeah, I've heard that once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have two-factor authentication, and whenever it comes up, when I sign, let's say that something happens and I sign in from somewhere else, and I have the two-factor authentication on my phone, and when it goes into two-factor authentication, I immediately get a text saying that someone's trying to get into your account.
Right.
Is this you? If so, type in yes. If it's not you, type in no. So I'm not saying it's impossible for them to hack my account,
Right.
but
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard doing that.
The more protection you have, the better.
Yeah, because actually, if I get the notification that somebody's trying to sign in my account and I know it's not me, I can hit no, and it automatically blocks them.
Right.
It dumps them. So
Yeah, I did get a notification the other day from Facebook, and I know it was because it was on my phone. I was looking, boom, you need to submit, or you need to confirm that you abide by the guidelines or something like that, because your phone number has been associated with a prior banned account. Okay. And because they screwed it over. I went ahead and what was it? I agreed to it, and they said send a copy of your license. Hell with it. I sent it. Okay. And I know it was legit because I went upstairs to my office and tried to log in up there, and I couldn't get through either. So it was from Facebook's side, or at least, hey, if that was if that was fake, I'm in trouble. But I got my back, not my original account, but the one I thought I was going to use or lose that I'm using now. But anyway, it's crazy.
Don't feel bad. But a few years back, you might remember the feds had a major breach, and almost every person who works for the government Social Security number went out there somewhere.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Well, I'm one of them, and just recently got an email from my ID saying my Social Security number has been bouncing around the dark web.
yeah.
So
What have you been doing with it? Oh,
absolutely nothing. But what you can do, and anybody can do this anytime, call Social Security and have them electronically lock your Social Security number.
yeah.
The only problem is if you want to go do something, a bank change or open an account, refinance, you got to go to Social Security first and prove you are who you say you are and unlock it.
Yeah. And by the way, it's probably a good idea to
Yeah.
go to the Social Security website and create an account, because I think there's something going on with authentication and trying to fix all that, where you will have to have some type of login, I believe, or something like that. And I'm not certain the reason, but I saw that
I'll
the
have
other
to look into that. I didn't know you could create an account. With them.
Yes.
So I'll have to
Yes,
look
and
into that.
You
I
might
wanna
have to
say
do that to lock your number.
I want to say it's ss.com or Social Security.com.
Is it SSA.com? Social
Something like
Security Administration.
Or .gov.
SSA.gov.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I have I use Aurora, which is a total, how you want to put it, personal lock for everything. In other words, if it's even detects something suspicious in my bank account, it has access to my bank account. It notifies me along. I'll get a notification from my bank and from them if there's something suspicious.
Our bank is great. We were on the West Coast and trying to check into a hotel, and they wouldn't take our credit card because our bank had locked it.
Yeah.
They saw all these charges going across the country.
Yeah.
Good on them. Thank you for doing that, because if it was stolen, I'd be
Yes.
But at 2 a.m, you're trying to get into your hotel, and there's nobody to call on the East Coast right now. So it was a little embarrassing. So
Yeah.
luckily, the hotel guy said it's not the first time I've seen this. He gave us our room, and we fixed it in the morning. So
Yeah. Well, you're right. So mine monitors all my credit and everything. I mean, it monitors all kinds of stuff. So I really like it. Iron Man. What's his name? The actor that plays Iron Man in the Marvel.
Is that
Yeah,
the Iron Man you're talking about?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
No, the actor that plays Iron Man in all the Marvel movies.
Oh,
I don't see them.
Robert, what's his name?
Downey
Robert.
Jr. Robert Downey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. Yes.
Robert Downey.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. He actually recommends Aurora, and he said he uses it on the commercial that I saw one day. This was after I'd already been using it, but I saw a commercial with Robert Downey Jr. saying, "I use Aurora. You should use it too. It protects everything." And blah 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 blah. My wife uses the old one, which has been around for a long time. That's supposed to protect your credit and everything, and I forgot the name of it. But anyway, so yes, you need to have it protected somehow, some way. Oh, and that's another thing. My Social Security number, according to Aurora, has been bounced around all over the dark web because did you know the Social Security Administration got hacked into?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, government.
Yeah.
It wasn't just them; it was government wide.
Yeah.
Yep. And so not only them, but several other credit card companies have been hacked into that I use. Capital One got hacked into. So, yeah.
Yeah, the government's going to have to come up with a better system.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You would think that they had already done that.
well, I'm sure it's been worked on, but you're talking millions and millions of people now. So,
Heirloom Game Call says he uses LifeLock.
LifeLock.
There you
That's
go.
what my
There you
wife uses.
Yeah.
I think that's what my wife uses is LifeLock.
That's where the guy
Yeah.
used to have a truck. He drove around with his Social Security painted on the side.
Painted on it. Yep. Yeah, that's LifeLock. Yeah, that's what she uses. I remember it now. I chose Aurora because it does a lot more than just that. So I did a research on both Aurora and LifeLock, and Aurora beat them hands down because it gave you more stuff. It gives you virus protection. I can have a VPN on my computers through Aurora. And also it gives you their own virus protection software, which I haven't downloaded because I have a great virus protection software that's really works great. So I'm not going to change right now. But
What do you have, McAfee?
no, I wouldn't have that piece of crap. We had computers when I was working for the computer store that had just as many viruses as with the McAfee that without the McAfee. So it's like, no, I mean, I use AV virus protection, and I really like it. But it's not only McAfee, but what is the other one? There's another one out there that's like them.
Norton.
Yeah, Norton.
Norton. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
another
we
hunk of junk.
Well,
Well,
Norton is I could just start a scan anytime I want, and it checks my
yeah.
computer.
Oh, you can on AV, but I got news for you. We had a lot of problems with people. Well, I haven't worked in the computer store in 20 years or probably. So back then, Norton was a hunk of junk too. So they may have changed, but I didn't
My
like
wife was in
Norton.
the industry at one point. She swears by Norton now. So,
Okay.
but,
Well, like I said, they may have changed. We had computers that one of the main problems that we had with Norton is that it took over the computer, so to speak, and some of the older computers that had like 8 gigabytes of RAM max.
Yeah.
Norton was using 6, so the computer was running like it was slow as crap.
yeah,
So
it's definitely made for higher speed computers.
yeah, it's definitely made. But yeah,
See, I'm
I know
user end. I'm not the tech. I can't fix it. I just tell my wife, "Hey, it's broken. What's it doing?" I don't know. It's not working. So I pressed the button and something stopped. So fix it for me. So I am completely user end.
Henry Scrollsaw Works said he sent you a photo, but he thinks he sent it multiple times and it'll be under Lawrence.
okay.
And I got some stuff off to you too, Russ. So
Let me refresh the screen.
some of the past #finished projects, Paul.
Well, as
I
of-
want to ask if anybody's ever seen a clamp like this.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I have never seen these, and I bought a
It's
whole box
clamp
of
stuff.
junk for
It's the
$5.
clamp stuff around the corner.
What?
It's the clamp stuff around the corner.
If a hot
Spies
dog-
use it.
It's gonna slip out that way though.
I sent a picture finally.
Okay, Paul. What is it?
Box of junk and found it. So I thought it was.
What is it for, Paul?
I have no idea, but I've
Oh,
seen.
well, neither do I.
Yeah.
Well, he waved it a second ago. That's what I'm saying. I've seen it before. So
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what it's for.
I found it in the box with the left-handed screwdrivers. So
isn't it like a corner clamp or something like that to put two pieces together?
I don't know.
it
I
looks
tried
like
to put it on a corner to it wouldn't grab because things spit out that way. So
Okay, I didn't get anything from Henry Scrollsaw Works as of now, even including Leonard. But I'll wait and see. Norton's always been junk. I do have original 5.5 floppy of Norton utilities in the office closet. Yeah, Norton's been out long time.
Hey, what do you call the spot that swivels on a clamp? In other words, that one has two of them.
The foot. The
what?
foot.
yeah,
The foot.
Yeah.
The foot.
yes,
Yeah.
the foot.
Okay.
Now I've had them where there's a screw on both sides,
Yep.
Right.
but I've never had one on the up.
Henry Scrollsaw said it's going to be under Lawrence.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm fixing to show you what I got in. So, all right. So we'll do ahead and go to that. Matter of fact. So, present. Share screen. Contest. So it should be popping up. So that's the emails that I have got as of this moment.
Oh. You should have gotten mine. Let me go check, make sure they didn't get bounced.
Yeah, and I just went in and checked, and here is my spam folder, and it's empty. So it's not even in spam. So back to inbox. This is the ones that I've gotten.
Yeah,
So this is from Donna. Donna just sent me this one.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh
see.
yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Woo. Yeah.
Wow.
That's nice.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that and gave that one to Mary.
Nice.
Did you?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that took a while.
That took a little bit, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got your mindset that I'm going to build this and this, I want to do this, like you gave it to Mary, or even just for yourself. But if you got your mindset on doing it, is fun. It is fun.
Yeah. And I was like,
That's one of the reasons I quit doing making stuff and selling them.
it's not as fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
yes, it's a job. Exactly. So
I
people
think
ask me all the time, and I tell them, no, I don't work like that anymore. I make stuff for fun, and I post it. And if you want to buy it, fine. If it's not something you want, now if it's my family, you know, if my daughters or my sons or something like want something, or my grandkids, I'll make it for them.
And
But
you'll
it's
charge
fun.
them, right? Of course.
Yeah, I'll charge them. But it's fun because it's my children. But as far as, you know, hiring me or commissioning me to make something for you, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I saw that pattern. I'm like, oh, I got to make that one. I have several other clocks I still need to make once I can get my wood shop back in order.
Ooh, that's
This is from Heirloom Game Calls.
Yes. Brian is the master of the CNC and then painting.
Yes, that is an awesome, not only carving, but that's an awesome paint job.
And I'm not trying to put down his work in any way, but I think he'll understand what I'm saying. Did he paint this, or did somebody else paint that?
We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. I know he physically
you later.
sets it up, gets it going.
Now this one, I'm almost positive he didn't paint because he posted it. Somebody he told who painted it.
Yeah.
I saw this one.
You follow
I saw this was on Facebook when he posted it. I like this one too. I think I sent him if I didn't PM you, I will want to PM you about the pattern for this, or have you make me one of these, and I'll buy it from you because I want one because I'm going to put the Florida Gators on him. Football, yeah, Florida Gators football. Yes, I've seen this one too. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Now, how's that one done?
That one's CNC too, I believe. I believe it's CNC also.
Yeah, I'm not looking at them because I'm trying to type, but yeah, I think all those are CNC.
Heirloom Gang Calls, I said he painted all of them, and it's all CNC.
You did, Brian. Okay, I thought. Okay.
Yeah, on the Gator, I thought you said I thought you wrote that somebody else painted it, but yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I want you to make me one, and I want you to paint it. Other than on the clock, and all the numbers are like purple, I want them like a dark blue, like the Florida Gators, instead of that purple.
He'll take care of you.
Yep, that's the only thing I want changed. Other than that, you can leave it the same. Just, I don't like the purple for the letters. Make them dark blue.
I wonder how big of files I can send using Google or Gmail. I'm sorry, not Google.
All right, and this is the other one that he sent. Oh, it's a hummingbird still. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. Yep. Yeah, that's an awesome paint job on that hummingbird. I mean, even the CNC did a great job on carving it, but you still have to program the CNC and know what depth to set and all that other kind of stuff to program it right, because that turned out really good.
Exactly.
Ooh. And
ooh.
This is Chris Ahern's. This is your.
That's the grinder cart.
That's, grinder cart.
That's
now, what is this?
That's the tanning jig.
Okay.
It's cumbersome. It's weird shaped. There's no good place to put it because the slip there, the piece that goes through the slot on the table saw is permanently attached. So I had to put it someplace where I could have grooved. And it's
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
you said, there's no place to put it. Well, it looks like you found one.
It looks like you did. Exactly. Yes.
I used to have it sitting in a box under my table saw, and I whacked my shin on it 1,000
times. Right.
Ooh, okay.
The beginning of the lathe cart for all my lathe tools. And if that doesn't work, it'll be a roulette table. So.
Okay. And there's the cart.
Yeah.
All the drawers were salvaged from a couple of nightstands we had that were just junk from Hobby Lobby. But the drawers were okay, so we saved them. And
that's cool.
That. Yeah.
You know, when I look at that, for some reason, what comes to mind is a Tandy 1000 with a couple of disk drives up on top and stuff. I mean, that
it works pretty good. I got to wax the drawers a little bit so they slide easier. And that's the bottom of the lathe cart.
What do you use to wax?
Didn't they quit making Johnson's paste wax?
Well, Minwax has.
Minwax has but I think Johnson's paste wax quit making it. I mean, I think it's like no more, period.
I've always used Minwax, so
that's what you use.
That's what I got. I'm giving everything another day to dry before I put wax in there. So, but that's the top.
That looks like some type of intergalactic travel or something.
Actually, the navigation table for the spaceship I'm building out back. So.
There you go.
And then these are from Leonard Davis. Oh, that's cool. That's for a child. That's a rocking elephant instead of a rocking horse.
That is really cool. Yeah, and it looks like it's very well designed, put together. Boom, boom. You know, simply. And I'm not saying that it's simple, but I'm saying that it looks like it logically goes well together. The two rockers up underneath. You've got the legs that come over like that. The body, I don't know if it slips down, and then the ears.
It looks like the body in the middle with the trunk slips into the legs.
Yeah. I made some deers one time, and that's how they're made. But this kind of Okay, so it looks like they're on the sides connected. But in any case, I love them.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. A little mini one.
A mini one.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that's not the same one as this one.
Maybe that's what he did. He
Maybe it's a mini.
and it's an optical illusion. You know how model makers will do an aspect, and it looks like their model is actually outside of a building. You know,
Voice perspective, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, Lynn, it's the same pattern, but is it smaller? How big is this one right here that we're showing right now? Lynn, with the wood, the stripe colored wood, how big is this one? Is this big enough for a child to sit on? Or is it small?
See, I would think that would be, regular size, and the other one was.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but I want to ask for sure because
I think let me put it this way. I know the one on top of the scroll saw is small. Okay, he did that one just for fun. That's that one.
big enough for a 2-year-old. Okay,
Yeah,
that answers that. This is big enough for a 2-year-old. So then he went and turned around and used the same pattern and just made it smaller.
Yeah, that one's for Thumbelina.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Hey, was that the concept, or well, you said it was just a different size pattern. Never mind.
Yeah. So this was this made on the lathe or the scroll saw?
That
Mm,
was
Yeah.
my question.
that looked like lathe, but it was sitting on top of the scroll saw.
Sleep in heavenly peace. No kid sleeps on the floor and on yawns. Yeah, I saw this today. He's at some kind of a show or thing, and he's making bed frames for children so that they don't have to sleep on the mattress on the floor.
Awesome.
And these look like these are made out of pallets.
And
Yeah,
that
I know
other
a guy in
one
Maine that
came
does the
off
same
lathe.
thing.
Yeah.
It
Really?
looks good.
Yeah. Some really cool things can get made out of pallets.
Now
Wow.
this looks like it's a 2 beds. What do you call them?
Bunk beds? Yeah.
Yeah, bunk beds. This is bunk beds.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, this is a set of bunk beds because if you look down here at the bottom, I don't know if my mouse is showing, but yeah, it is.
Makes total
If you
sense.
look down here at the bottom, that looks like one mattress,
Yeah.
and then up
there's
here
the top one,
is
yeah.
the second mattress. Yeah,
National Bed Build.
National Bed Build. Yep.
All it needs is a little ladder, and it's like a Minecraft bunk bed.
This here was made on a lathe. He said.
Yeah. Cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like a flower vase.
I was gonna say either that or something like a hammer to
Knock your wife out with.
to do tooling on leather.
I was thinking it was the ball in the cup thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Donna? She says, I don't know. I'm just chewing on this chip.
But I mean,
Uh,
thinking, now knocked your wife out. I want to see what happened on that one.
That's good of you to do that national bed thing.
Awesome.
Okay, so Odessa Woodworks and disc
Oh, not that guy.
golf train nut.
What?
Disc golf train nut. They sent pictures in. So this is Al's. There's his ship.
That is a D&D table that a local shop here, a friend of mine, wanted built for the game room or their game room, and he ended up naming it the Four Table. Okay, so that's a gaming table that you can plug in your laptop and stuff and play D&D, and then the LCD that's in the center is the actual board. What you're seeing is the ship. Well, that's the actual game of that particular game.
Right. It's showing whatever's on the screen of the laptop.
And that's where the dungeon master sits and does all his wizardry,
right.
or whatever he does.
Chinese checkers.
That was done on my X carve. I've done several of those. They're really fun to make, but haven't made one in a while. And that was Russ's fault right there.
Yeah, that was the Enterprise, the shuttle.
It was what, the 2018 pallet challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I really enjoyed that too. Those nacelles are turned, and I'm not a turner. And then everything else is made out of, in fact, all of it is made out of pallet wood and cut on the scroll saw. I'm trying to think of different things. The little back tail was also turned, and it has an Arduino inside that lights up the back.
Of course.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember when you built these.
Oh, that was so much fun. That's a Minecraft inspired bed. There's a company out there. I can't remember the company name off the top of my head, but they sell plans to build different beds, and that's the one that they chose. At the bottom, there's a fort area where the kids can play, and then you've got your or I guess kids can play. No, I guess they can. But anyway, you've got the ladder to go upstairs to where the bed sits, and of course they sleep up there. That kid loved this. I mean, he just
looks cool.
Yeah.
You gotta love when you get a project you really enjoy doing.
And I enjoy making stuff from plans. I mean, I really do. Cutting them to size and stuff. And
see, I'm the complete opposite. I like to see as they go.
Now this is a Steve Good dice roller on the left that I took and converted over to the CNC. I mean, to the laser. So basically, it was like most Steve Good patterns. You could just take and bring them over. And then this is when I got the laser, and it was a lot of fun doing the coasters, which are stone, and then that paint rack. I don't remember where I got the paint rack, and then of course the traditional nightlight, but a lot of fun too. A lot of fun because when it goes together, I made one of these for my granddaughter, and she loves it. It's hers. Yeah.
And then we got the Dan Inge sent me.
Oh,
this
a tool rack.
That's nice. That's nice.
Right.
I didn't mind. See off full screen.
Yeah, that's nice for all your Dremel.
Wow.
I thought those were full size. Oh, those
these are for Dremel. It's because the picture says Dremel in the beginning. Oh,
okay.
It says Dremel 17. Yeah.
Because I was the model behind it for scale.
Yeah, there you go. Good call. I was sitting here looking at that, not the top shelf, but that second shelf. And it looked like drill bits. You know the drill bits that I don't know what it's called.
No, these are all. I can tell you, this is all wire brushes, round wire brushes.
But in my mind, that's what it thought they were.
No, this is awesome. That's a ton of bits there too.
Yeah, really.
Yes.
Yeah, look at all those bits.
Yeah, and they are like you're saying, Russ. Yeah,
I think mine are all in the same can.
That'd be so much easier to find the bit I want instead of the way I have it.
I have a Dremel case that I purchased with my Dremel, and it actually has a place for the bits inside of it.
Yeah.
The problem is I never put them back in there.
Well, I was about to say, you've got to be dedicated to putting them back.
Yeah.
Well, I have like 3 or 4 different ones. So I'm like, okay, nope, not in that one. Then I go, well, this way just all be in one.
Yep.
I think I might have that Dremel case in here. I might show it to y'all. And you'll see.
I have the little boxes that they come in, and I'll usually use a cutting wheel or something, or use a different type of mandrel or something like that. But I need to use it more.
Yeah. So
I lost Paul.
I stopped sharing, but that's all the emails I've got. So I don't know.
He's just making it up, Chris.
What's that?
No, Paul.
Yeah, Paul left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go over to that other guy.
Yeah.
Paul's just making it up.
Yeah, looks like on the left is sanding. Yeah, it's sanding drums on the left, but Lynn's come back and said no child should have to sleep on the floor. Yes, you're right.
The guy in Maine who does it, that's his motto, I guess, for lack of better words. No kid will sleep on the floor when I'm around.
Yeah.
So
that's actually awesome. I do have it in here.
Much respect for that guy. I thought I was good at salvaging lumber and looking around for it. He's the master. He comes
So,
up with
yeah.
everything lumber in the back of his truck.
Let me put me on full screen so I can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, this is what I purchased with my Dremel. My Dremel actually came inside this, so it's got a couple little places out here to put stuff.
But how empty is it?
Well, I'm fixing to show you.
Yeah. Show and tell time.
But the problem being is I never put stuff back where it was supposed to go.
That's way more organized than mine, Russ. I mean, I don't even have my Dremel in the toolbox.
See there?
Yep.
I never put the stuff back where it's supposed to go. I'm always, at least, see, there's places for bits all along the bottom down here, and it'll hold a bunch of bits. Actually, it'll hold every one that's in this case because it came with it, and they were all in there at one time. I just too lazy to put them back. I just throw them on the Dremel.
You're not too lazy to put them back. You're just making sawdust.
Yeah. So, yeah. But that's my Dremel. This thing's old. I've had this thing. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a monster. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah. This is...
Yep. In fact, that looks just like mine does.
Yeah, it's...
But mine isn't
a model
variable
number.
speed like that. That's actually cool. You can at least, vary the speed on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got that one with the variable speed, and I've got this little battery-powered one for AAA batteries. Thing's a beast. Those batteries never die.
Yeah. Nice.
But then again, I'm not using it every day either. So.
But then you got a couple little places out here where you can...
Yeah,
I guess...
stuff. Yeah.
Put some
Discs
stuff,
and stuff like that, yeah.
But I've had that thing for... I don't know how long. I've had it for... I know I've had it for at least 20, 25 years. Somewhere in that area.
Tell you, Russ, if you ever clean out your shop and have a yard sale, I'm coming up.
Somebody said the other day, one of my kids, I think it was one of my sons, says, yes, it was Cody. When I went over there to put the hot water heater in, I brought in like 3 different tool pouches, one for plumbing, one for electrical, and then one just for miscellaneous tools. And I started working on stuff, and like I needed this or needed that. I just unzip one of the things and reach in and grab this and pull it out and everything. He looked at me and he goes, because he's been in my shop too, and he goes, is there any tool that you don't have? And I said, yeah.
Did you go funny?
There actually are a few. Like, for instance, I would love to have a saw stop. That's a tool. I don't have a saw stop.
That's the top of my list. Right
that's up there with mine too. But yeah, but my point being is, when I started out in construction and then turned around, and once I become my father passed away and I was on my own, I struggled to do stuff with inadequate tools. Trust me. But yeah, I did it. I had an old cheap belt sander that was just terrible, but I had, and I couldn't afford to buy the tools that a lot of people have. So once I got into a position, especially when I opened Russell Clarity Construction Corporation, it was a corporation incorporated. Once I opened that, I swore that anytime I needed a tool, I would, if I couldn't buy it because it was too expensive, I'd rent it at least. And most of the stuff I bought, like the guys, we would go start a job and they would say, we need this or we need that. Or I would see that we need this or we need that, and I would go get it. For putting decks or deck screws down, or even for putting plywood down on floors, I bought this drill that had a long shank on it, and then it had the screws were on plastic sheets, like nails, so to speak. and you would insert the screws and you would just walk along and just push down and pull the trigger, and it would screw the screws into the like 3/4 inch plywood. And you just go along screwing it down. As soon as the screws run out, you put another thing of screws in there and just go along, screw it down. Man, you could screw down a sheet of plywood in like 2 minutes with that thing.
Yeah.
So, I bought. We were putting drywall up, and some of it was in a cathedral ceiling. There is no way you're going to stand on. I'm going to have my guy stand on top of a ladder holding 4x8 sheets or 4x12 sheets of drywall up in the air on the top of ladders in the cathedral ceiling. So it was, I think it was 12 or 13 feet off the ground. It was, anyway, I went and bought a drywall lift, panel lift.
Yeah.
So we were doing the ceiling over in our old house, the kitchen ceiling that eventually had to come down because of a roof leak. But I had scaffolding in the kitchen, lying on my back, just scraping old paint away.
Wow.
After about 8 weeks, we were almost done. Then we got that terrible winter where the water leaks got into the house and destroyed all the work I had done. Because you had to take the ceiling down to make sure there's no mold behind it. And the only way to get tin down is when you're pulling it down, it bends and it creases, and there's no salvaging it. So it was the original 1800 ceiling too.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I've seen some that have like panels, and I don't know, they may be long, but they're like square 2x2 tiles, and they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. When I was in Chicago, I worked at a hardware store that was well established in 1919, I think, and it was an old building, obviously, because that's where it was. But the ceiling was just beautiful.
It's funny in Chicago that
stock stuff up at the top, and then I'm like right there. Oh no, wait! I was painting. That's right. I was painting the plumbing area. Anyway, I'm flashing back now.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Chicago. That's our handyman found the tin ceiling pattern very, very close to us. I think it was like off by a couple of inches on the size of the panels. Nice. And he put it up. It looked great, but the other thing is, it didn't have the patina the old one had.
Right.
Never renovate a house.
Lynn said that there are 5 chapters of Sleep in Heavenly Peace in Florida and 10 in Texas. Really? I got to look into that, because I wouldn't mind doing something like that, building some bed frames for kids. Yeah. He also, Heirloom Game Call says, I have a Fordham rotary tool and a cordless Dremel. Usually use the Dremel. Brian Woodward said Dremel was founded in my hometown. They have a factory where they sold everything for a few discount. They closed it years ago. Lynn said, I'm missing the tools my kids took.
Yeah.
Somebody said back there that now they understand why their dad got so mad at them because they left the tools out in the yard.
Right.
That was me.
Yeah, I remember that too. My dad would get like bent out of shape.
Yeah.
Because my dad, he had tools, don't get me wrong, but he struggled too a lot. I know he did. For years, when I remember as a child, for years he used a handsaw. He didn't have a electric circular saw. Yeah.
My dad actually rigged up his own circular saw and stuff, and would get really creative when he needed to make stuff. And he would make things that were very intricate and very, well designed too. All by hand, pretty much.
Brian had to leave. So
see you, Brian.
We're about to cut out of here. It's about 4 or 5 minutes still. Let me check one more time. Leonard Davis sent a movie from his iPhone, but other than that,
I thought I had set like 5, but it was from my Gmail account.
Okay, because it is an because this is an MOV, it's not going to allow me to play it.
Yeah, I pulled one of those back. I was going to send you 2.
Yeah, I'd have to download an app for that. It's not a Microsoft product, so.
Oh, wow.
All right. We're going to cut out of here. I appreciate everybody being out there in the chat. Leonard Davis, Brian Woodward, Heirloom Game Calls, JJE. What was the other guy's name? Aussie Man and Michelle Marcoux. Thank you for being here and always being here. Henry Scrollsaw.
Great.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Len's granddaughter's on Rocking Elephant.
So
I guess that was the
Thank you.
movie.
yeah, thank y'all for all being. Leonard sent that movie. It was his daughter on the elephant.
Yeah,
His granddaughter. Yeah.
granddaughter, I believe is what he said.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's an MOV, which is often an Apple phone, and I know I do that same thing myself. I actually, on my home computer, I have an app that I can open and watch the movies, MOV files, but on this one, I don't have it.
Does he have it on YouTube somewhere?
I don't
Go
know.
look at there.
Dan Inge said, when my dad passed away, I was supposed to get his tools. My stepmother stole them to a neighbor. Oh, that was.
Ooh.
He says, no, it's not on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yep.
My brother
All
and I
right.
split my dad's.
We're out of here. I can. It's on my email, so I can download. I can open it on my home computer, and I'll watch it tonight. After I get off the show, I'll go in there and I'll watch it. So we're gonna get out of here. Thank y'all guys for being here once again. If I missed you, I'm sorry. But Aussie Man and Michelle Marcoux are always here. Always. Actually, a lot of these guys have been. Leonard has been very faithful. And so is Heirloom Game Calls, and so is Dan, Ingy, all y'all guys are really faithful. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Get off your butt, get out in the shop and make some sawdust.
That's what he said.
Or you're either too busy or you're too lazy. So either way,
Sometimes.
yeah, either way, get out there and get off your butt and make some sawdust. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching and God bless.
All right, boys and girls, remember you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
No,
Live
you
long
got to
and
exit. Exit.
And
See that
so
sign
finish
over there? It
your
says EXIT. I got to make me a sign up there that says EXIT I can point to.
Boy, it's hard to do this diagonally.
Finish your drinks. If the girl didn't give you the phone number yet, she's not going to. So keep going. So that was the line at an old bar I used to hang out at.